Hey there, my name's Katie, stay-at-home homeschool mom of 5 kiddos. If you get the snackies throughout the day, which I feel like what mom doesn't, and if you have children, they get the snackies, and you need something that is going to be nutritious and filling and is giving them protein without giving them tons of extra sugar, I am happy to tell you that these bars from Satisfy Your Crave, these were a gift from them. I will tell you, I had to stop my children from eating the last bar. We've all enjoyed them. They have devoured them, and I was like, you guys cannot eat the last bar until I make the video. So they're begging me to make this video so that they can all share the last bar, which I will kindly let them even though I want it. So very, very much kid approved, mom approved. We're going to talk through the ingredients on here. But if you were, again, looking for something that's high protein without tons of added sugar, I feel like so many bars out there are just covered with sugar, or literally covered with sugar. But look at this one. I'm getting high myself a little bit. This looks like it's covered with sugar. Look how delicious this is. This is one of those like dunked bars almost. I will tell you this is not super heat friendly. So this is not a throw in the car, keep in your glove box kind of bar. It would just be really messy. So enjoy these inside, enjoy these in cool temperatures. I have to say that because I'm from Texas and we have had very plenty of sad snacks that were delicious and chocolatey and just got destroyed because of the heat. Okay, so this came with 3 different, I have my kids and I all have like all of our own different flavors. This came with 3 different flavors. There were 12 in the box, 4 chocolate caramel crisp, 4 white chocolate cookies and cream. By far, that was the biggest hit, was the cookies and cream. I mean, look at that. It looks like one of those, did you grow up? I grew up eating those white chocolate Oreo Hershey bars, the cookie and cream bars. That's kind of like the vibe that this is giving off. That was my favorite candy bar growing up. And then 4 of chocolate chip cookie dough, which is what this one is. They have whey protein in them. Every bar has 20 grams. So you may or may not be in a season of macro counting. I'm not currently in one. I honor macros. I've been in seasons where I've been very, very specific, but the macros on this are beautiful. The total calories is 210 calories, 8 grams of fat, which I feel like is really good for a bar. Some of the bars that have the, excuse me, have the higher protein, I feel like sometimes can get like between 15, 20 grams of fat, which is fine unless you're watching fat. If you're trying to stay within 60 or 70 grams a day, sometimes that feels like a lot to commit to a bar. So I love that these are only 8 grams. 19 grams of carbs, only 2 of those come from fiber. Sometimes I look for a little bit of a higher fiber in a bar, but I also feel like the higher you go in fiber, sometimes the lesser you sacrifice on taste. So you have to decide what's important to you. And then 2 grams of total sugar. That's my favorite part under the carbohydrate category. No added sugar, 7 grams sugar, alcohol, 20 grams of protein. So where's the protein coming from? It's coming from whey protein. There are a couple different protein sources on here. The sweeteners, I looked for things. I'm not a huge fan of sucralose. I will do it when needed, but I always look to see like if it doesn't have that. So these are sweetened, which we do not here. These are sweetened with maltol and glycerin. I would say just about everything on here is, I was going to say pronounceable. I mean, they're definitely, it's a protein bar, but it's not like a very, very lengthy ingredients list, which is another thing I look for as well, as far as something that has like, you know, just 50 different ingredients. The main stuff on here is all stuff that you recognize for a bar. To talk about the taste, I'm not going to like chew this on a video. I think that's a little bit strange. Lots of people do, but I just kind of want to show you, I want you to think like a creamy, not as smooth as a Three Musketeers. When I first bit into it, I didn't know if it was going to be a little bit caramely, but the main thing that I want you to know is it is not dry at all. Sometimes I feel like a protein bar, especially the ones that are like covered in chocolate, look like they're going to be this delicious, like moist, chewy bar and end up being kind of dry. This one is more of like a nougat type consistency, chewy, it's delicious, it's super good. Again, given the fact that my kids are begging me to make this video so that they can finish the last of the bars. So if you want something that's good for the family, has lots of different flavors for all of your different flavor preferences, and great macro profile, look no further than these Satisfy Your Crave. You and your family will love them.